beautiful fish. It didn't fight as much as the other one. Right, we're here finally. That was a bit of a journey. Loch Etive. Let's go take a look. And it doesn't look too bad weather conditions as well. The tide is on the way out and there's a little bit of a headwind there. I've literally just got tons and tons of stuff to sort out in the back of the truck, and then I'll bring it all down here and we'll set the pack raft up down here. It's really, really humid out here. Nice to get on the water. Right, off we go. Here's the first solo pack raft trip on Loch Etive. Well, it's nice to be back out on the water. So I'm paddling the MRS Nomad today, which is perfect for this sort of thing. It's got a better top speed and I can fit all of my gear into the side there through the internal storage system there. And it's a lovely, lovely boat to paddle. It really is. Frickin' horsefly. Straight in the old north and south. Nice. Anyway, what a beautiful place this is. Really chuffed to be up here. Solo paddling. Really looking forward to this little trip. So the plan is, it's now 11:30. I'm going to paddle for about another hour, I reckon, and look for a campsite. I need to find somewhere where there's a water source because I haven't got a great deal of water with me. Bearing as this is a sea loch, I'm going to have to find some water. So I set up camp, get the rods out, and see what we can pull out of here. Well, listen to this out here. It is red as, absolutely red as. It's deafening. It is absolutely deafening, the silence. What a beautiful afternoon. There is a campsite a little bit further back there I've spotted, but I'm going to just have a look around this corner and see what we've got. But what a fantastic place. I'm so looking forward to getting everything set up and just relax. Brilliant. Right, let's go around the corner, see what we can find. I think I've found a camp spot. I'll just have to get out and have a look though. I think this might work. There's just enough space for the backwards bungalow to fit in there. I don't really fancy traipsing through Buggy McBugville if I can't get it up. Who misses. But yeah, I think this will do. Absolute cracking view. Absolutely beautiful. Right, let's pull the pack raft up and let's start getting camp set up. It's absolute midge fest here, absolutely. I'm so glad I got this shirt with me, but the only thing is, you feel it's so humid. I'm just so sweaty and everything inside of it. I think it's going to be a dip a little bit later on. Right, just going to get my bed all made up, get all my stuff inside the tent there, get that locked away from the biters, and then I think what we'll do, we'll just have a little bit of a swim, have a bit of a chill out, and just relax for a bit, and then we'll wait for the tide to turn before we crack on with the fishing. Just thought I'd show you my starfish. Oh, that feels so much better. Well, there's nothing like just sitting in your pants. That was a beautiful swim. There is absolutely no sign of human activity around here at all. There's no buildings, no roads, no noise. It is absolutely great. It is absolutely brilliant. I was saying that there's a kayaker just coming out. I'm glad I got my pants on now anyway. I think we're going to get some weather. It looks like we're going to get some rain. In a way, I'm sort of happy about it, but I hope it doesn't blow up because it's going to be really quite exposed out here. I put one rod out, so we've just got the Smuggler Max out there with a piece of mackerel on that on a pennel rig, and we'll see how we get on with that, but I'm just going to prepare just in case the weather comes in. Oh, I've got a slack line. And a fish. Well, there we go. I was just fiddling about with the lure rod, and I see this belt off. So, first Scottish dogfish. Brilliant, first one of the year as well. Let's get this one back and get another bait in. Hopefully we can get something a bit bigger than this. Literally just cast that out and it just donked. It's quite heavy. Where are we? There's a load of weed on there. Wow, that is a new species for me. What an absolute beautiful, beautiful fish. He gave a hell of a fight, he did. And he's not very big, he's about 3 pounds. But yeah, beautiful, beautiful fish. I can't believe that, I literally just cast that out. Let's see what else we can get out of here. Is it just going to be doggies and spur dogs? Great thing about using this mackerel, it is really, really simple. It's just mackerel fillets, and then it's just tons and tons of salt, and then that will draw all of the fluid out of the fish, and it keeps forever. And the great thing about it is it makes the bait really, really hard, so it's not a very, very sort of breakable bait. So all I'm going to do is just feed this up on there. That's a size 3.0 that we've got there. And then all I've got is just some bait elastic that I'm just going to just wrap around the whole thing. And it's a really, really good sort of spare bait to have in your bag. It lasts forever. As long as it's in a sealed bag, it's not going to stink anything out. And for trips like this, it's worked really, really well. You haven't got to worry about taking any fresh bait with you. But there we are. So that is our mackerel on our pennel pulley. And then I've just got some yellow beads on the top there. So they're not really an attractant, although they are bright here, but what they are there for is just to protect the line, because these, you know, the spur dogs and the doggies, they've got quite abrasive teeth. So that's what that's there for, and is really just to protect the line. But it's worked so far, so yeah, well impressed with it. That got pulled right over, that did. That is belter. Look at him. What a beautiful, beautiful fish. It didn't fight as much as the other one. Absolute beautiful. Excellent. Let's just get a photo and get him straight back. Well, we're doing all right fishing wise. Makes a change. 2 spur dogs and a doggy. Doing really well. I've had a couple of really cracking bites as well. One, rod just bent straight over and reeled in, and the trace had gone. The braid had rubbed through. But brilliant. Yeah, I'm enjoying this. There's a bit of thunder I can hear on the mountains over there. But it's calmed down a bit now. That squall is all gone. It's now about 4 o'clock. I'm going to fish for another couple of hours and then have a look at getting some food on the go, I think. Another belter. Look at the eyes on him. And then you can see on the back there, you can see the spur just on the dorsal fin, hence the name, spur dog. But let's get this one back, and it'd be nice to catch something else, but it's still good fun. Really, really good fun. Well, that's going to be the last one for a bit. I'm getting hungry now. We'll stick him back, and then we'll wait for the light to drop a bit, and we'll see whether anything else comes out. But something tells me this place is just full of these things. Right, that way. Right, let's get some food prepped. I'm just going to have fried potatoes, onions, and a bit of sausage, I think. going to add some of this sausage in, which is really handy for something like this because they're vacuum packed and they don't need cooling. So Mattison's pork sausage. There we go. Let's transfer all of this. Little bit of Old Bay, and that'll do us. Evening dip time. Are you ready? Oh, I've still got my old glasses on. Oh. Oh. So clear. I just can't believe it's so bloomin' humid. I really can't. It's absolutely crazy. I mean, we're sitting up in the bloomin' Highlands in a sea lock and it's absolutely roasting. Absolutely roasting. Looks like there's a bit of rain coming in. It's cooled down a lot, which is really, really nice. I've just put one rod out. I've got the Smuggler Max out with a pennel rig and a piece of mackerel on that. So we'll see whether we get anything on that. And then I'll probably pull out the other rod and do a bit of spinning. But that is all depending on what happens there. So I'm just going to get a few things packed away just in case that the heavens break. Right, well that's me in the tent. That weather has finally broke. It's not very nice out there at all. So I'm going to sit with my audiobook, my rum, and just listen to that rain on the tent. And then hopefully tomorrow will be a little bit of a better day. Well, it's lovely sat here. It's going to be interesting paddling back into the wind now because it has crept up and is creeping up. I think it's probably the best plan is to head back down the loch, I think. And then at least I'm going to be in the lee of those mountains once I get further down there. Right, let's get this down. We've had our breakfast and then let's start to square everything away. So the way I set myself up for these sort of overnight pack rafting trips, because you're going to get wet, you are going to get wet during the day. So on my feet I'm wearing a pair of Vivero barefoots and a pair of waterproof socks, which always get absolutely soaked anyway. The trousers, they're very, very quick drying. They're the GPX Pro from Revolution Race, and I've got a pair of these sweatpants from Revolution Race that are really, really warm, and that's sort of like my evening attire, as it were. So I'll keep them inside my dry bag that is going inside my pack raft, and then I've just got these slipper type boots with a pair of socks inside, and that's my evening shoes. So putting your gear into the Nomad, the one thing I have realised is you do need to take off this seat strap. Now, the dry bags that we've got here for pretty much all of the MRS pack rafts, you can see are really long. They're 70 litres, but they are a bit fiddly to get in. And then once it's in, don't forget to find the loop inside, and then you can just hook your dry bag on that loop and that will stop it sliding around inside. Right, all packed up and ready to go, so leave no trace as always. There's absolutely nothing, just from some flattened down grass here. But yeah, enjoyed my campsite. Let's just hope I can find something a little bit flatter today. Right, all set up and ready to go. Let's see how it is paddling into this headwind. Goodbye campsite, you were very uncomfortable. All of these streams that are running off the side of the hills here, they're all completely dry. Every single one. There's just no fresh water running into this loch at all. The guy that I was speaking to yesterday was saying they haven't seen any decent amount of rain for about 3 weeks, and hence the reason why there's a fire ban as well at the moment. So I've got enough water for today, just about. And I think if we can't find any, then we'll have to change our plan of attack and head back to the truck and pick up some more water, and then we'll decide what we're going to get up to there. Like I said, for most of this trip there's no real plan. I've got a rough idea of what I want to do, but no real plan at all. We'll take it as it comes. Alright, here's where I thought might be a good campsite when I came past last night. Let's go take a look. Time for a spot of lunch, so I'm going to have one of these Arctic ration packs today, and that's salmon and pasta for this evening. So lunch is a cranberry bar, some bread, and some nut cream. Oh, I've got a bite. Well, not bad. Not a bad looking fish. You can really see that spine on the back there. You've got to be careful of that. Beautiful. Absolutely stunning down here, and to catch these all day long gets a bit boring after a while, but they give a hell of a good fight. Well, for a couple of pieces of bread that's been in a ration pack for God knows how long, not too bad. Not too shabby. Let's jump into the packraft and see whether we can get anything with some feathers. Yeah, we've got something. What we got? Well, we got something. And a new species for me, even though he is very, very tiny. Is that a pollock or is that a whiting? Answers on a postcard. I'm not quite sure, it's got a different pattern on it. Maybe that is a pollock. Let's get him back. Species number 3. Well, look what we got here. 3rd new species. Look at that little gurnard. Beautiful, beautiful little fish that is. They've become very popular eating recently. One fish that people would never ever look at, but they're really the fashion to eat right now. Let's get him back. Something comes up from the deep. A whiting. Little pin whiting. Shat all over my hand. Right, that'll do. Time to get the big boy out, I think. We haven't done much fishing with that today. Don't even know what the time is. Through my salt encrusted watch. 5:30. Yeah, let's get the big boy out, I think. And sit and fish with that for a bit. Well, nothing on the rod anyway. Very, very strange. Yesterday it was like one after the other. It got a bit boring in the end. Right, food time. So we've got the real field meal salmon and pasta. This is absolutely gorgeous. It is, I can't remember what it is. 600 kilocalories in that one there. Oh, my water's ready. Absolutely awesome. Well, cheers anyway. It's been a good day. Not so many fish really, but still had a few. It's been nice to come to this nice campsite here. It's a lot better here. There's a bit more of a breeze. I don't think I'm going to get hassled so much by the midges tonight. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Right, I'm just going to have my coffee and wait for that meal to rehydrate and get that down and just still carry on staring at the fishing rod. Right, morning. It's been raining all night. I did struggle to get to sleep last night, and probably about 11:30 I fell asleep just as it started to rain. It's still raining. I've been laying here since about 4:30 thinking, oh, I'll just wait for it to stop raining and then I'll start packing up, but I don't think it's going to let up at all, so I'm going to have to pack away inside the tent this morning. What a lovely day. Oh, the midgies are out in force this morning. They are absolutely everywhere. Right, I don't know how I'm going to get packed up without getting bitten to death. But yeah, it looks like this is set in for the day. I can't see this clear, and so I think we're just going to have to do a wet pack up, and I think we'll probably head back to the truck and find a place, pull over, get set up, and just sort of recuperate there, I think. But these biters are doing my box in already, and I've only literally just got out of the tent. Well, literally up shit creek without a paddle at the moment. The little bit that I put in the top of the paddle there to hold the top of the tent in, obviously it's been raining and it's made out of soft wood, and that's swelled up and that's got stuck inside the bloody top of the paddle. And then trying to use a bloody penknife, I've just decided to gash open my finger. So I'm a bit up shit creek without a paddle at the moment, so I need to get this out. But I also need to get my finger to stop bleeding. Typical, isn't it? Absolutely typical. Okay then, all cleared up, not a trace. Let's say goodbye to Finger Cove. What a stupid thing that was. That is when sort of need for sense takes over, really. I knew that was gonna happen, but I really wanted that piece of wood out of that paddle. If not, it would have been a long walk home. There's probably about a 2 centimeter lack on the top of my finger that is still bleeding at the moment, so I don't know how I'm going to paddle back with this without it keep dripping. But I've got some spare gauze and stuff in my pocket there, but we shall have to see once we get back. I'll get all of this packed up, and then I'll have a look at it and then see what I can do. I can glue it if it stops bleeding, but yeah, we shall have to reevaluate what we're going to do for the rest of this trip, I think. Right, we're all loaded up, everything's all set up in the pack raft just down there, all ready to go. So let's get on the water and get back. Oh, come on. This is going to be one of these days, isn't it? There we are. That's still seeping. Right, we'll get back to the truck, we'll unload all of this, we'll go find ourselves somewhere to park, and then we'll see what I can do with this finger. If I have to knock this trip on the head, I have to knock this trip on the head, because at 48, you'd think I would know better than putting pressure on a folding knife. But you know, when that brain takes over, that need to do something takes over, actually let's think about what we're doing here. Yeah, stupid mistake. But anyway, a trip's not a trip without a bit of blood being spilt, is it really? Right, not too far now, and we'll get all of this offloaded. Paddle straight in here today, look. Ease of coming in on high tide. Right, let's try not to get blood on everything. Well, it's not as bad as what I thought it was actually. It has stopped. So I'm just going to glue it with some out-of-date glue from work. That's nice. Well, it's definitely put a stop to my paddling this week. I don't need to be getting wet because that will just open up. So I carry this kinesiology tape, you know, the stuff that you use for strains and sprains and stuff. And I just find it's really, really good because it's stretchy and it's not waterproof, but it will help put some pressure on a wound. Not that this is bleeding anymore, but is it dry? It is dry. Now the problem is I've got to get all of this wet stuff unpacked now. It's typical Scotland now. The wind's picked up, the rain's coming down, it's absolutely hossing it down. I've just had to redress my finger because that split back open again. I've come up the top here, got some signal, and the weather's not looking great for the next 5 days. So I think we shall knock it on the head with the old finger bob situation. The midges, they've been driving me nuts. I'm absolutely covered in bites. I think we'll wait till a cooler part of the year to come back and do some more stuff up in Scotland. But what a great place. Really, really loved it. Really, really enjoyed it. The pack rafting's been good. The fishing's been great. And just being out here on my own, camping in the roof tent as well, it's been really, really great. So thanks for watching. And if you're new to the channel, then please hit that subscribe button. And then we'll see you next time on the next one. Fucker.